How are we doing, folks? Thanks for joining for episode 43. This is a very quick intro because it's pissing down, so I will see you in the bivvy and we'll go through where we are and what we're doing. Hope you enjoy. Well, I say it's pissing down. It actually looks quite bright there. It is easing off, but as I spin you round, oh yes, we're back on the point of the Tench Lake, exactly the area of the lake I want to be in. You can tell from my voice I'm a lot more hyped up and chirpier in this vlog. Last night we were camping in Causeway Corner. I know I needed to be here, but I couldn't come and set up down there in the peg there and fish out to where I want to be out in the middle. With someone fishing here, they'd be like, mate, what are you doing? And like I say, the person who was in here, in case you didn't see the last vlog, they would have questioned why I did what I did, and they may have found what I found out there. Who knows? They might already know about it. I hope not, because that's a real gem what I've got going on out there. So obviously tonight we're going all three rods over there. I'm going to put two on bottom baits, one on a hinge. I've already wrapped the rods. Like I've mentioned before, I'm not going to say the wraps, my like horizon markers, what I'm aiming at, etc. I've already put the bait in as well, put half a kilo of krill in. So there's half a kilo and it's scattered all around, not in a tight zone. I've just flicked it anywhere. Some baits are 30, 40 yards off where actually I'm fishing, you know, it's just gone everywhere. So rod set up while I'm getting wet. All three rods. 18-pound KORDA contour fluorocarbon mainline, 30 centimetres of dark matte tungsten tubing, down to the KORDA run clip, size 8 quick change swivel and a 3-ounce flat swivel pair lead. Not a lot changes. Right, I'm going to get in the shelter while this rain continues to fall, get some rigs baited up. I'll bring you back for them, and then we're probably going to get on with some burning. Just like that, the rain is gone. I've got changed into some actual carpy clothing now instead of works clothes. Sun's come out behind me. There is a dark cloud coming from over that way heading towards us, so we are going to get a bit more rain. It is going to rain tonight. Shelter, like I say, still soaked from last night, but couldn't care. I'm happy to be back here. So let me take you inside the shelter now and actually show you what we're doing. What we're doing is going to be looking at that, obviously a bit straightened up and neater rods when they go out. Something while I think of it, something asked me, how do you keep your food cold? Right, well what I do is, Tesco sell these, or any bloody supermarket, the old ice cubes. Get yourself a Coleman. I've got the newer version, the one that sort of, if I push it down, it'll sort of vacuum seal itself, and it's a right arse to get undone one-handed. So we're not going to do that. But in there, I kind of got my milk, some ice cubes. I've got yesterday's bacon that's left over, some butter in there. And that's been, I poured some fresh ice in there this morning. It's now like 5:30. Yeah. So when you kind of go like that, you can see the lid, it doesn't come off. So if you're struggling to keep meats and milk and stuff cool, that's a good idea. We're at that time of year now where it isn't going to matter too much longer because it's going to be bloody freezing anyway. So yeah, I can't remember who asked that. Hopefully you're watching this, because if not, I've done it for no reason. But I don't know, maybe someone else might take something from it. Anyway, I'm going to get some rigs tied up and I'll bring you back. So here I am tying my rigs up, and look who's come skulking around straight away. That one's on its own though. So he's obviously out fending for himself. I'm sitting here tying some bits up. We're going in with 3 of these, but with a difference. I'll bring you back when they're ready. This is why I end up with visitors early morning, because I always cave in and feed them something. This one's on its own. This is the one with the gammy wing. That's what I mean. Look at his wing. Yeah, his wing hangs down. The other one was back this morning, so the other one is still alive and kicking. But the mother, father and the other baby are not with this one. This one's on its own. It's quite happy feeding in this swim by the looks of it as well. So it's going to have to move in a minute because we are nearly ready to get some rigs out. So let's go through the rigs, etc., and why they are what they are and what rod they're going on for. Starting with the left-hand rod. You've already seen I've got 3 chod sections tied up. On this particular chod section, I've got 13mm Proper Jobs Pineapple and Butyric pop-up in white on. If you've ever used them, you'll know how good they are. If you haven't, I would advise maybe treating yourself someday to a pot. They're about 11 quid for maybe 40 pop-ups. They are the nuts. They'll stay up for days. So that's fished at about an inch and a half off the floor. And you'll see the boom section. It's not a stiff hinge, it's a supple hinge. That is 12 inches of the KORDA sinking braid. I use that dark matter supple sinking braid, and it does actually sink. It is really good stuff. The reason I'm having this on the left-hand rod is that's going to be fished off the spot, maybe about half a rod length off the spot in the thick silt. So what's going to happen is when I cast out, even though it's a running lead, it doesn't matter if it's a running lead, helicopter, lead clip, it will act the same. The lead is going to plug into the silt so far. So maybe say we plug in 6 inches. So that's also going to drag 6 inches of that hook link in. So all I've got left is that then. So that can just fall down and sit like that. If I had a stiff hinge, it's going to come out and it could even sort of like, I don't know, kink up so it's off the ground. Whereas I want a supple hinge. It won't tangle. I've never had this tangle. I've used it quite a lot when I was on the Woolpack. My mate Tolly will know, because I did catch the uncaught common from Lake 8 on this exact rig, to be fair. So let's see if I can catch a bloody common at the Tench Lake on it. But that is the left hand rod. The middle and right hand rod, they both fish the same. Again, chod section. This time we've got the old, I think it's KORDA end trap semi-stiff. It's not the stiff coated braid, it's the supple one, or the semi-stiff one. And you'll see, take note, I've got 2 blobs of putty on the line, one there and one there. The reason this blob is bigger than this is because if you put your heavier weight this end where the chod section is, what can happen is this end sinks before the middle and you end up with a kink. So this way, when it falls, that falls first, then that, and then it sits and it'll all be laid flat. So that's the reason I've done that. Again, that's about probably 11 inches, not quite the full 12. You'll see on there, I've got a 16mm STICKYBAITS krill wafter, not a pop-up. I'm fishing this as a bottom bait. So the chod section will sit, when I can get hold of it, flat on the floor with a wafter just sat there. Trust me, that is an absolutely devastating rig. If you've never fished a wafter on a hinge rig, at some point give it a go, because the hook holds are phenomenal. And the reason I want it on the middle and right hand rod is because we're going on the hard spot. The chances are the coot could pick me up. I think that's what the occurrence was the other night I had in here, because it was just like a dancy bobby kind of pickup, and looking back I think it was a coot, sort of like still trying to get the bait off but not hooking itself. So if I do get picked up by a coot, the buoyancy isn't really going to change, and it doesn't matter if it is, it will just fish as a bottom bait, which also works well on a hinge rig. So that's the reason I'm fishing this middle rod and right hand rod, just in case of the birds. Right, that's a bloody long waffle. Let's get some rods in. I'm just going to bring you over and show you in the edge before I cast in. If I zoom in, you'll see the wafter in a moment. See, that looks bang on. That is what it looks like on the bottom. Okay, we'll start with the right hand rod first. That's got the old wafter on, like I've just said. Now time for the middle rod. Again, that's got the krill wafter on it. Now for the left hand rod. That's got the white pop-up on this one. Well, I said we was going to get into the burning. In there, I've got 6 bits of streaky bacon and 3 eggs, and yes, I've managed to break all 3 bloody yolks. I'm an absolute nightmare at doing that. But that is tonight's burning, so I'm going to sort that out, get the kettle on and get washed up, and I'll most likely give you an update. Cheers all, first one of the vlog. You'll see I'm in a t-shirt now. The sun's beaming through the bloody back of my shelter. It's kicking out some heat, which is nice. The rain's gone, it's clear blue skies behind, crap fishing weather, but great drying your kit out weather, isn't it? I've also checked the weather as well. There's no rain till 7 AM tomorrow, so I'll be gone by then. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a dry pack down. While I'm on the clip, a couple of things. Firstly, let's do as I always do, say thank you to you lot for supporting the channel in whatever way that you do. It really is appreciated. I do understand these videos get a lot less views than my other videos, but I can understand that being the syndicate videos. They're not relative to a lot of you unless you just want to watch some fishing. You know, it's only really the people who fish here, have fished here, or have interest to fish here that watch, or just the people that just generally enjoy my fishing vids. So I imagine most of you are subscribers, so thank you very much. But if you are a newbie or someone who hasn't yet subscribed, please consider it is free. There is no contract. You can unsubscribe anytime. It just helps my channel get bigger. But if you don't want to do that, if you wouldn't mind a thumbs up or just a comment on the video, anything like that, it really is appreciated. But whatever you do from me, again, thanks very much for the continued support. It really is appreciated. Second point I need to point out is there will be no more charity vlogs for at least 2 weeks. Reason being, me and my partner at the weekend, we are heading off down to Cornwall for a week and a half, hitting the waves, so cannot wait for that. It's been ages since I've been surfing. Well, I've not been to Cornwall this year yet. I normally go once a month, once every 6 weeks. I've not been once this year, so I've been out on the bank more often. But no, there's going to be no more of these. It is next 2 weeks, it's surfing, no fishing. Rod's going away, they'll be back out in a fortnight. So apologies if there's a bit of a break in these. I have got some other videos loaded, so I might stagger them in between these so it breaks up the gap a little bit. I don't know, but just letting you know, until about probably the 20th or something like that, I won't be back out here. So yeah, just letting you all know. But anyway, that's enough for me waffling. I'm going to finish my coffee, enjoy this lovely evening sunshine. My last night on the Tench Lake for a couple of weeks. Fingers crossed we're back on the spot. Let's just hope one comes along, because I'm 99.9% sure if we get a pick up on the middle or right hand rod, we will nail it. So yeah, mega confident in the rig. So let's see how the evening goes. If anything relative happens, I'll bring you back. I think the old weather forecast people may have been Billy bullshitting, because it told me no rain till 7 o'clock in the morning. It's 10 to 8 at night, and look at it. Oh, it's perfect weather though, isn't it? You can't knock it. You can't knock it. We desperately need it. And it's absolutely pissing down, which is great. I'm in the spot I want to be in. Happy with 3 rods all out there, over some bait, or some bait over the rods I should say. 3 rigs on that I'm more than happy with. Yeah, it's all down to the fish now. I can't do any more. Weather's cock on. Time of years, we just come out of August, haven't we, into early September now, so hopefully the autumnal sort of feed up period is going to start and we could trick one up. But yeah, loving it, absolutely loving it. Right, if anything happens during the night, or now up to the morning I should say, you'll know about it. But if it doesn't, I guess I'll be seeing you in the morning. But I reckon I'll see you during the night, but more than likely for a bloody tench. Let's hope not, eh? Nice rainbow up there as well. Let me try and zoom you in on that. Don't know how well that shows it, but yeah, lovely. Anyway, I'll either see you in a little while or see you in the morning. Well, as predicted, it's not taken long. And in the net we have old Tinker on the bloody white pop-up. That's what I said, I find it very hard to reject that. So I'm going to get him unhooked, get the rod wrapped back up and get it back out there. Time to bring you back again, you'll see. This time middle rod. On the old wafter, on the hinge, look, tench. Absolutely nailed. We'll get it on the mat unhooked, we'll get it back. I fancied being a bit of a daredevil. I've wrapped it, I've put it back out in the dark. It's dropped, it's hit perfect on the spot. How close it is to the right hand rod, I don't know. But I thought, you know, it's 5 to 11 at night. I want 2 on that spot. I've got 2 on that spot. Whether they're going over the top of each other or what, I don't know. Guess we'll have a look in the morning when it gets light. But that's now 2 tench on that rig before 11 o'clock at night. That's what I mean. Sometimes having too effective a rig can work against you. It seems like it is, but we'll see. Anyway, if anything else happens, I'll bring you back. If not, I'll see you in the morning. You might be able to see just 2 rods out there again. Just had another tench on the middle rod. I don't know if I can make it back out there. It's absolutely pitch black, so I might just leave it as 2 tonight now. It's just gone 2 o'clock in the morning, so I've got 1 on the wafter still on the spot, and I've got one on the pop-up on the left-hand rod, which I changed to a yellow. Not sure why. I don't catch on yellow, but I changed that when I re-rigged it and put it back up out after that first tench. The white pop-up was knackered, so I put a yellow one on. So as it stands with 2 rods only, the one that's lent up sort of here on the shelter, that's going to get just left there and packed away in the morning, or I might put it back out when it gets light. I don't know. I'll see what the situation is, but for now I'm going to get my head down and see if the next occurrence could be a carp. Who knows? Good morning. Nothing else has happened or occurred since the last update. I've actually removed the middle bank stick. I thought, do you know what, I'll lean it up against the shelter as well. We're just going to see this session out with the 2. I don't want to make any disturbance this time in the morning. Kettle is on, you'll see it's dark. Let me just show you the shelter inside again. Look at all these bloody lot in here again, look. Wait for it. Look at it, awful. Right, I'm going to remove these bloody awful things and yeah, make the coffee. Cheers all, morning coffee. That can stay there for a minute because starting the morning off the way we started the evening off and most of the night off, and that is with a tench again on the wafter. This is a slight problem with this rig. Old hinge rig with a wafter, it is sometimes too effective, so I may have to rethink that because that's now 4 tench I've had. I've not had that many tench the whole sessions I've been doing on here. All my whole charity vlogs, I've not had 4 tench in the night, so yeah, I may have to rethink that. So I'm going to get that out, get him unhooked. That rod I'm not going to put back out. That'll leave just the pop-up out there then. So yeah, that's that. Right, let's get that sorted. That's better. You'll actually start getting to see some daylight. That's kind of what the old winter vlogs are going to be here though, isn't it? I'm going to arrive at the lake in the dark, set up in the dark. All the filming will be done in the dark, and I'll be packing away and going to work in the dark. So we'll see how those ones go. If people are not interested in that, sort of let me know in advance, because I'll just turn up and I'll just fish. If not, you know, it's just a thought I've got while I'm on it, while I'm sort of sitting here looking out, thinking, yeah, you're going to watch a whole entire vlog with no daylight in, because that's obviously time of year, clocks are changing. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that, what you think, because I am still going to come here through the winter after work. It won't be as regular, but if people are like, well mate, we like to see like the lake and the wildlife and stuff like that, then I'll just come and I'll do my fishing. And if anything exciting happens, I'll just put a little collab together and put it as one video. But speaking of one, there is 1 rod left. That's on the yellow pop-up. There's no chance of this going. Why I put a yellow one on last night, I don't know. Have no idea. I think I'm still trying to catch on a yellow pop-up. So, I don't know. But anyway, we've got about 20 minutes left again till I've got to get packed down and sorted. So I'm going to have to get off my bed in a minute, make my second coffee, and see the rest of the session out, which isn't long. So if anything happens, you'll know about it. And if it doesn't, I'll probably see you for an outro. I thought I'd give you one last look at the old tench lake, because like I say, it's going to be a while before I'm back. Looks very quiet this morning, even though the tench have been active. There is a tench just rolled out there. I don't know if you've seen it or not. It's probably a bit dark still. But I've got that coffee. You'll see when that's gone, so am I. So yeah, chances are that rod ain't going to go, because it's got a yellow bloody pop-up on it. Never mind. And that is that, people. Episode 43 is done for the next fortnight. I am done, and the carp, they've avoided capture yet again. So I'm going to get myself off to work. But again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed something on the video. If you did, don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe and all that business. And if you're out and about on the bank yourself, hope you catch a whacker, because the next few weeks it's prime time. So get out there, go get them. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you when I'm back off my holiday.